What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video. Hope y'all had a good weekend. In today's video, I mentioned in Friday's video that the first part of this video is going to be the CM finals, the Group B CM finals, and then after that, we're going to cut into, at least in the video, is going to cut into the banner overview for the new Uma coming. I believe it should have been announced by now, so why don't we take a look real quick before going into the CM finals. And then I decided that I'll go over the comments also before ending this part. So after the CM finals, I'll go over the comments and we'll see from there how the banner overview goes. Maybe another comment will appear, so on and so forth. So we'll just see what happens. Okay, it looks like we're getting a story event as well. And who is the new Umas? Or at least who's getting a new outfit? Wait, there's a new Uma called Tap Dance Shichi, right? That's a new Uma, right? Alright, guys. My bad. I'm here saying it's a new tap dance character, but it's like, how is there a new one when this is a story event? So basically, it just should be a new outfit for a new character. So I'm here to correct myself. It's Tap Dance City, not a new, not a new Uma. It's Tap Dance City. I read it as Shichi, like it's a whole brand new name, and that is my fault. That's my fault. But yeah, Tap Dance City. I'll let you go back to the video. And there's also a different Tanino Gimlet. Is this the ballroom? I think this is a ballroom. So a ballroom, Tanino Gimlet, and there's a tap dance Shichi, a different tap dance because there's Tap Dance City, right? Okay. I see. Well, it's okay. I'm not going to be pulling anyway, but we'll go over, I guess we'll go over those things as well. Whatever information is available. And this should be, yes, that should be available at the same time the new banner comes out. Just to double check the new banner, yes, the same time. Okay. I just wanted to double check before jumping into the CM. Because I don't want to wait for the banner like I did that one time and I was a day ahead. So if my double checking, triple checking was correct, it should be tonight, and yeah, you know, I'll be recording the banner overview later tonight or earlier in the morning. But with that being said, we are here in the Group B finals for the CM. We're just gonna go right into it. Actually, before we jump into it, I'm just gonna, as you guys can see, we are sticking with the original team that got us into Group A round 2 originally, but then we dropped back to Group B finals because honestly, there was no way I was gonna get 3 wins in Group A round 2, honestly speaking. But before we do jump into the finals itself, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is a circle. There is a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle and or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or to the circle request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not anybody else. But with that being said, let's get this CM started, see how it goes, and we'll start going over the comments. And then later on as well after the banner and event overview. I'll see if there are any newer comments as well. But other than that, let's just see how we're gonna do in the Group B finals. Hopefully, we actually take the win. It would suck if we didn't, but who do we have to worry about? Is that Daichi Ruby? That is Daichi Ruby. There's a measure of ramen. No. And then the New Year's Marzensky. See how this goes. That Marzensky has taken first place from Mihono Bourbon. Oh well. There's a Grass Wonder, so that could be a debuffer there. Could be most likely, I would say. Daichi Ruby's all the way in the back, so that's kind of interesting, but she can still, you know, make her way to the front. One measure of Ramano's in the back, one's in second place, for what it looks like. Taiki Shoto's in third, just activated her unique. Will she be able to overtake second and first place? Oh, is she about to pass Ramano? It looks like she did. Yes, she is second place. And now we have, oh no, she went back to third. Not looking good there. Marzensky's holding on to first. Taiki Shoto's the only hope we have left from what it seems like. I don't know. I don't think I want it. I don't think Cap will be able to make up. No, that she's too far back. Definitely not Mihono Bourbon. Ooh, Taiki Shoto took the lead. Oh, that was close between her and Mihono Bourbon, though. That was close between her and Mihono Bourbon. We did not see Taiki Shoto pass by because it is focused on Cap. So let's see. We'll let them walk it out. We'll see if we actually kept first place or barely lost. Okay. At least we were able to win Group B is what I can say. Mihono unfortunately went from, it started off at first as a runner and ended up in 9th place somehow. Please don't rotate. Okay, it didn't rotate. Before it would automatically rotate, but thankfully it didn't. But thankfully, first place. That it would have basically most likely been the same outcome, honestly, if I was in Group A. Because Group A was hard, I'm not gonna lie. Group A was hard. There we go. Winning Group B finals. Got 1800. Got some of this and all of that stuff. Cool. Now, with that being said, I don't have to worry about the CM anymore for the rest of the day. I just have to worry about the banner. I know it's gonna get uploaded and all. I mean, I know it's gonna get updated. I just hope it doesn't take too long. It might because there is a story, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, I'm gonna start going over the comments that I have right now. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna check later if there are gonna be any newer ones. So if there aren't gonna be any newer ones later, then obviously I'm just gonna continue on with the video or end it, depending. Well, most likely end it because I most likely will check towards the end. So before the cut to the banner overview and the event overview, I'm going to go over the comments. So with that being said, first comment is going to be from Rick. I was very busy yesterday and forgot to type a comment. I wanted to come back to the video to type something, but I was busy reading manga, so it is what it is. All good, bro. No worries, no worries. Tanoki said, I was running around for work on site for most of the day. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you, Rick, for the comment, and thank you, Tanoki, for responding or replying. Next comment is going to be from Tanoki, the next two. The thing is, Allegria wasn't made for this CM, rather she's a very powerful generic mile. Fair. Sounds good. She's going to be less Christmas Ayabe dominating one event. She's going to be less Christmas Ayabe dominating one event, but rather she will haunt every mile CM like how Ruby does in mile or Donna does in medium or 2500. I see. I have a feeling she'll just basically be like Ruby, who's good in short and mile distance, though. Basically, they possibly just tried to replace Ruby. Possibly. And then the next one from Tanoki says, matchup was very kind for Group A finals this CM. A high UD and low UC opponent. I can only hope for the same in the CM next month. Second CM win under my belt. Congrats, congrats. As you guys can see, I just won Group B, so that's what it is for me. But thank you, Tanoki, for the comments. And the last comment is going to be from someone who I haven't seen the comments, comment section before. And it is from Sean Hoseki. I'll just call you Sean just keep it simple. If you're cool with that, obviously. And it says, hey Shukashu, I can't get my Umas above UF. What can I do differently schedule-wise in the Twinkle Legends series? Well, from what my understanding, at the very least, when it comes, we're talking about the scheduling, I don't necessarily add any races unless I need to reach a certain goal of fans, Uma fans, for one of the goals, which is naturally just the first goal after the debut race. So in that race, I'll normally just pick for medium distance or long distance, I'll pick the Hopeful Stakes, which is the race with the black banner on it. And then if it's for mile and short distance, I would normally pick the Juvenile Fillies, which is the pink one, same day as the Hopeful Stakes. And then generally for most of the time, if it's a medium distance, like for example, if you're doing like a medium distance build on an Uma, I would normally, you would want to, at least for this scenario, you would want to make sure to I guess prioritize medium distance races. At least that's how it was over like this mile CM. Try to prioritize the mile CMs or the mile races in the builds during the training, because I don't know, it's just to get the mile race. But I feel like it's not necessary, because I feel like you still get the mile build even though you do a medium distance build. But I don't know, it's probably just me with my, I guess, OCD, you know, just trying to match the mile training with the mile race. So maybe I didn't need to do those extra races, but who knows? It is what it is. So generally I don't necessarily add too many races to the run. I don't feel like it's necessary, at least unless you're doing parent training. Then yeah, you can do basically the G1 races, if anything. But it could be the schedule, it could be your setup, obviously, depending on the cards you're using. Obviously, the higher or the more limit breaks you have in your support cards, the better they'll be when it comes to training. Also, depending on the support cards you use. Obviously, if you're using the free event cards, or the free cards in general, from the event cards, just the free cards they would just give us for like the anniversaries, for example. Those are okay to use, but obviously the limited support cards would be better. They'll give better stats, better skills, and all that. And then it all comes down, even with having the cards, you'll have an easier time, obviously, if your whole setup is full of the best cards. And also, there's RNG, obviously. So you could have the good cards, but also have the worst RNG sometimes. Or you could have just okay cards and have a really good RNG and just peak in your training. And then there's also some different things that can make your runs be a little bit better. For example, having better parents. That's also a different factor that can help with your Uma ranks. If you want them to be a little bit higher, is getting better parents. But it's not necessarily a long You could call it a long process, but you could call it a long process or not, depending on, you know, your luck when it comes to training parents in the run, obviously. So, and other than that, that's pretty much all that's pretty much all the ways I can pretty much think when it comes down to uh thinking about to bring up your rank. Obviously, getting to know the scenario, or at least like getting used to the scenario. After that is pretty much RNG of your support cards training, your rainbow trainings, and all that. And then, like I said, support cards, and for if you really want to try hard, and but it's good for the long term, honestly. Because then if you do come up with parents, you could use them for quite a bit. So yeah, the parent training is it's a long term. I even haven't done it myself. I just use whatever best parents I have after doing some training, training for the CM or the League of Heroes. So yeah, I mean, even for myself, I'm still kind of struggling. I don't know how far you've been or how long you've been playing in the game, but obviously, if you are at a UF, I could possibly think you've been playing for a couple months. But if you've been playing for a year, I could say maybe it could be your support cards, possibly. Maybe you've been maybe you've been pulling for Umas more than support cards. Understandable. I've been down that road as well, so no need to worry about it. You could always start saving now for support cards if that's the case, but other than that, I can't really think of much. I don't know how long you've been playing, so if it's literally just been a couple months, I think you're okay. Maybe there's still like a building process there, but if you've been playing for a year, over a year or so, maybe it just has something to do with your support cards. Along, well, I'm pretty sure with event support cards, the free support cards, you should still be able to do decently good, better than the UF, probably like around the UEs or low UDs, if anything. So I don't know what you're using. I don't know what you've been using. Maybe join the Discord server if you haven't already, and then let people know what your setup is, or if I so happen to catch you when I'm looking through, I'll throw in a response. But other than that, hopefully that was a decent response. I mean, I just basically just spoke whatever came from the top of my head. So thank you, Sean, for the comment. Hopefully I'll see you more in the comment section, but that's pretty much all the comments from the last video. So with that being said, I'm gonna be waiting for the new event to get released, and after that I'm gonna wait the usual amount of time to get the better translations. Obviously, if it takes a little too long, obviously I'm just gonna go record, and whatever's not been translated, I'm just gonna do myself. Just gonna do myself, and we'll go on from there. So what's gonna take pretty much near close a whole day will just be quick sec for you guys. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, guys, I'm back. The banner has been released and all that. Only took a quick sec, and well, for you guys at least. Right now it is nearly a whole day since I recorded the first part of this video doing the Group B finals for the CM. But in this part, like I said, is going to be the banner overview for the new Phantasmagoria story event. And it looks like so I believe earlier when I was looking at the news, I said it was a new tap dance character because I read it as Chi. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together. That was just Tap Dance City. So unless future me decides to pop in a little Correction in that part. I know, guys, it's Tap Dance City and not a new Tap Dance whatever. Oh well, it is what it is. But we have Tonino Gimlet and Tap Dance City. For the ballroom banner, then for the cards, it looks like it is Vodka and Dream Journey. A Vodka Power card, and what is Dream Journey? A Speed card, so it's another Chaser Speed card. That's not gonna lie, that's pretty tempting. Not gonna lie, that is pretty tempting. But let's take a look at Tap Dance City. So at level 1, 3-star, 102 speed, 98 stamina, 72 power, 95 guts, and 83 wise. At level 5, 5-star, 125 speed, 120 stamina, 88 power, 116 guts, and 101 wise. For her aptitude, she is a turf runner, medium long distance, but you can, if you put in the inheritance, towards mile distance, even short distance if you really wanted to, even though if it's G. And then she is a escape, but I believe does she have great escape? Yes, she does have great escape. Then for her growth rate, it is 10% on speed and 20% on guts. Now going over her skills, starting off with the unique skill, we have Romantic Horizon. If you're in the front somewhere near the end of a middle distance race, keep increasing your speed a little, and then if you're within third place, keep increasing your acceleration a little. Third. Middle distance, so it seems like she is more medium distance focused. I was gonna say it's perfect timing. You can use her for long distance and the long distance CM, but you could still use her, except her unique is not gonna work. Her unique's not gonna work at all. So I would say she is just a medium distance focused Uma at this point, based on her unique, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Then going over the innate skills, we have Steadfast for runners. If you're in the lead during the final straight with another girl right behind you, your speed will increase. Next one is Early Bird for medium distance. At the start of the race, your acceleration will slightly increase. And then Frantic State for runners. During the first half of the middle leg, use some stamina to increase your speed. Going over the Awakening skills, we have medium distance straights for level 2. Slightly increases speed on straights for medium distance. Untouchable Shadow for level 3. For runners, if you're in the lead during the final straight with another girl right behind you, your speed will significantly increase. At level 4, we have Unprecedented for runner medium. If you're in the first half of the pack at a random point on the third corner, you will get a slide speed boost. And then 1000% output for level 5 for runners during the first half of the middle leg. Use some stamina to greatly increase your speed. Now from Untouchable Shadow, we are going to True Wire to Wire. And give me a sec. And when you're in the lead on the final straight, if an Uma is within one body behind you, your speed will increase tremendously. So I'm assuming just one person behind us. Your speed will increase tremendously for leaders. I mean, for leaders, for escape or runners. For the conditions, win any G1 race as a runner 5 times or get at least 5 speed type skills. And then from 1000% output, we are going into Great Voyage Effortless. And it's for runners, obviously. At the beginning of the middle part of the race, use a lot of your endurance and increase your speed a lot. In addition, if it's a middle distance racer, you will be slightly ahead. I guess be acceleration. But it's a speed skill, so I don't know. As for the conditions, get the... which skill is this one? Great Escape skill. or get at least 4 skills for medium aptitude. And that is pretty much it for that city. Next one we are going over is the Tonino Gimlet. And at level 1, 3-star, 98 speed, 78 stamina, 103 power, 94 guts, it has 77 wise. At level 5, 5-star, 120 speed, 95 stamina, 126 power, 115 guts, and 94 wise. Her aptitude, she is a turf runner with mile, medium distance. Obviously, like I said, this is for any character. You could use it for any distance as long as you bring up the inheritance. So you can use it for short and long distance if you so choose to, but she is best at mile medium without the inheritance. But obviously you would still want to put in some inheritance depending on the distance you use, just so you can get an S in the distance for the inheritance. For sure, strategies between her chaser, but I believe she is a chaser, just also looking that she has the skill over here. And for her growth rate, it is speed, power, and guts, 10% all around. Now going over these skills, starting off with the unique skill here. Terpsichore of the Abyss. And if you're at the back of the race, you move a little forward in the final stages of the race. In a mile race, if you stay near the back of the race, you'll move a lot forward. In a mile race? In a mile race? Oh yes, in a mile race. I was confusing. When I saw this D here, for some odd reason, I thought it was on mile, and I was confused for a sec. But I get it now. Okay. So that makes Tonino Gimlet more specialized for mile distance. For this specific Tonino Gimlet, I would say. And then the Tonino Tap Dance City is medium distance. So unfortunately, this is just the ballroom banner. I was gonna say maybe they were gonna release someone technically you can use Tap Dance City, but maybe like they always do, they'll release someone right before they see them, like a week before or something like that. Practically whenever this event ends. But other skills, innate skills. For the first one, Updraft, which is this one. For mile distance, slightly increases passing ability when behind in the final leg. Chaser Straight. For chasers, slightly increases speed on straights. Outstanding Stratagem for chasers if you were in the second half of the pack in the final leg. Excuse me. Then during the first half of the last spurt, your speed will slightly increase. For the awakening skills, we have Pounding Chest for level 2, short mile distance. During the first half of the final leg, your speed will slightly increase. Level 3, we got Big Strides for mile distance. Passing ability increases when behind in the final leg. Level 4, Self-Assured. If your base speed and power are both at least 1,000, they will increase by additional 20 points for mile medium. And then Moonlight Flash for level 5, Chaser. At a random point on a random straight, your speed will increase. Now from Big Strides into Attack of Ares. And what it does is slightly reduces your speed as you approach the middle of the race and increase your acceleration if you are at the back towards the beginning of the end of the race. Okay. So essentially just increasing your acceleration by decreasing your speed a little bit, I guess. For the conditions, condition 1, have at least 800 power. And then condition 2, get at least 2 skills for mile aptitude. And then we're going to go from Moonlight Flash into Artemis's Arrow. I guess since the first one is Ares, this one's Artemis. It is for chasers and in the mile race where the speed increases for a while in the final straight at the end of the race, the effect changes and you move forward for a while. So I'm assuming it sounds like you, instead of speeding, increasing speed, you start gaining acceleration instead. At least that's what it sounds like in a mile distance race. Conditions are just win any G1 race as a chaser 6 times, which is perfectly fine. That is pretty much it for Tanino Gimlet. Would I pull Tanino Gimlet just for mile distance? Yeah, since he's a chaser, I guess. I would pull for Tap Dance, but it's okay. I don't need to at the moment. I think I'll be okay. Let's take a quick look at the... So it's a vodka power card. Obviously, this should be Betweener Focus, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check here. Myself. Okay, so yeah, you do get a Betweener Gold skill. 2, actually. A Betweener one and a medium distance one. So a Betweener medium distance power skill, or power card. And I'm assuming this is a chaser speed card, which obviously I would be totally good for. I really feel like I want to go for it, but I don't even have the jewels to do so, or yeah, the jewels to do so. Yep, chaser, chaser, chaser. This is purely chaser. Chaser gold skill, chaser gold, 2 chaser gold skills. Dang. I don't want it. If you guys have a chaser, you guys don't have a specific speed card for it, I would probably say this would be a good one. And then Betweener power card, obviously, or for medium distance as well, I guess. If you so choose to. You know what? I do have 3 tickets I can just use for fun. These tickets, at least, I'm not gonna use I don't think I'm gonna use the Uma tickets. I don't think so. But oh, I do wish I can pull for support cards, but I won't. Alright, let's take a quick look at the event this time. Yeah, I need to go here. Phantasmagoria. Looks like Symbolic Chris. So let's take a quick look at the Symbolic Chris S card, I guess, before we go over the missions. Like always, if you want one of the cards, it's at 400k. The rest you can get from the story, one of them, and the rest is from the bingo. So it's a speed card, so it's just gonna be whatever speed card. But what it seems like a long distance one, because there's a lot of long distance skills in it. It's okay. It's just okay. Alright, so for the missions, we have the daily missions. Obviously, log in, complete training once, win the race within training, play team arena, and complete all the daily missions or event daily missions. This one, just do all the event limited missions, which is the next one. Like always, I'll just say the total rather than saying everything one by one. So complete training 12 times, win 60 races in training, win 40 G1 races through training, gain a total of 2 million fans through training, play team arena 40 times, gain a cumulative score of 3 million or more in team arena, finish in the top 3 for the Satsuki Show, Yasuda Kinen, Japan Cup, Japan Derby, NHK Mile Cup, Takarazuka Kinen, and the Arima Kinen. A lot of them are pretty much just winning the races, but all of them are straightforward. And with that being said, I think that is pretty much it for this video, since the first part went over we did the Group B finals for the CM, and this part we went over the event slightly, and then the cards and the UMA. So I think that is gonna wrap up this video, as I did say I was gonna check the comments, and safe to say there aren't any new comments from the last video. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. If you guys did make it this far, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys are pulling for Tap Dance City or Tennille Gimlet or the cards. Honestly, I'm tempted for the speed card, but I don't even have 10,000. So it is what it is. Also, let me know how you guys did in the CM finals, whether Group A, Group B, doesn't really matter. Just let me know how you guys did and how your weekends went, what you did and all that. So, and if there's anything else you guys do want to talk about or ask me, leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as it's appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description as well. There is a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle and or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join a circle. And then after, head over to the comment section or to the Circle Request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.